and running, so I didn't necessarily post like I should that we were going live tonight. So we'll wait and see who hops on here. I'm sure we'll get a few people here and there, but it's been a busy week, that's for sure. Got some new toys though. I'll show you that when we get ready. But we'll wait for a few people to hop on here. It'll take a few minutes, I'm sure. And again, just trying to figure out what's going on. I'm not sure where the question comes from or why it's there. It's blocking my face though. I'm not sure what the heck that is or how to make it go away. Over there maybe? Yeah, the chat's different. I don't know why. I've been running around trying to get everything sorted, and I forgot to post that we were going live tonight, so that's my fault, I guess. We got some new toys and some new stuff. I don't know what the heck is up with that that question thing, though. I gotta get rid of it. I don't know how to get rid of it. Aha. I figured it out. Gone. All right. We're good. Mike, Lake Ontario, Firewood, how you doing? Robert Daigle, Bill Saflarski. How's it going, guys? It's been busy this week. We're back to normal. I think we did 16 chords so far, if I remember right, something like that. And not all of it came from our yard. Some came from Robert's yard. Some came from bunch of different places. I bought some seasoned wood from 2 other places. We cut wood from another place and brought it back to the yard that's all dry. It's just been hammering. So, how's the move going? The garage is completely empty. Haven't done a whole lot of moving this week yet. The wife has Friday off. So once Friday is around, we'll be moving some more stuff on Friday. Richard has hockey Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, it's going to be busy. Brianna Gorman, good evening. Logger Jason, I am a little early tonight. I'm just running, so I figured whatever, we'll just start and see how it goes. Robert Moore, Ed Rose, how we doing? Yeah, I am tired. It's been a week. So the drywood that we're cutting and loading into the dump trailer, bringing it back, reloading to split it and deliver it. So in the mornings, I'm loading the dump trailer to unload the trailer and resplit it again and bring wood back and forth. Plus, Gramps got a bunch of wood cut in the yard. We've done a bunch of round wood deliveries for boiler wood this week. It's been a busy week. I got something new in the mail. Hang on, let me see if I can find it here. So Gramp liked it so well that we had Derek build him a 4910. So we have a 4910 ported saw for Gramp. Gramp really likes to run that saw. I was surprised. It's not terribly loud, but really powerful. It keeps up pretty well with the 60cc saws, or in that range, and it's easy on fuel. So doing the best that we can. It works pretty well. Dan's House of Smoking Outdoors, how you doing? And first off and foremost, Absolutely, I'll spoil Gramp any day. So here's the thing, okay? Gramp's getting older, so to start these bigger saws, it's hard on him, and he doesn't want to say he can't start them. Even with the decompression button, sometimes it's hard for him to start the saws. So these smaller saws, it's easier, and as long as they still turn up and he can cut, that's good. He's gonna be 80 years old next year. I don't know too many guys that are his age out there cutting 4, 5, 600 cord of wood a year with a chainsaw. I mean, it's one thing to do 50, 60, 70 cord, something like that. It's a whole nother game to do 100 times that. So it's pretty interesting to watch him go, and I notice in his step, and I notice in what he's doing that he's definitely changing. So it's one of those deals where I'm just gonna try to keep him cutting as long as he wants to cut. If he tells me that he's all done and he doesn't want to cut anymore, then that's fine. I'm perfectly fine with that. Jacqueline Dower, how you doing, buddy? Scott and Ann, Wise Choice Firewood. How's it going, guys? Hit the like and subscribe buttons, everybody. I did get something else, too. It's in a box. Hang on. Cue the Jeopardy music. My office is a mess. All right. So, I haven't even opened it, but I got something from Tennessee. And any of you guys that watch Firewood videos probably know somebody in Tennessee, and you guys know I like hats, so should be, oh, and there is, let's see here. All right, we got a letter first. It says, "Dear Russ, we hope this hat serves you well. Thanks for supporting us. We wish you the best in your move to another home and lots of success in the firewood business. See you in March. From all of us at Twin Rivers Firewood Products." And my favorite color, for all of you that don't know, is blue. So tonight we're going to wear our new, oh, we're going to make it bigger first. Make it bigger first. Our new Twin Rivers Firewood hat. So Twin Rivers Wood Products. Marlon and the family, they stay busy down there. They do a fantastic job. They've got all that nice Easton-made equipment. Those beautiful semis. They they do all of that. It's good time for sure. Good time for sure. Shotlift Family Firewood. I did start early tonight. I just I've been running around, and I was like, you know what? I'll just start, because if I don't start, I might stay running around. We may not get going. I did get the Shindawa chainsaws sorted out and taken care of. Yeah, Gramp won't quit, Bill. That's for sure. And he enjoys what he's doing, so I want to keep him doing what he likes for as long as he can. How long that is, I don't know. That's up to him and the good Lord and, you know, his body. I mean, this week he's cut 14 cords this week. So, I mean, at 79 years old, cutting 14 cord of wood at 2 or 3 hours in the morning, not too shabby at all. So, yeah. The Humble Homie, howdy, howdy, howdy. Happy Thanksgivings and blessings to every single family. Well, appreciate you stopping by. Good to see you. Mr. Munster, James Munster, says happy Thanksgiving, and happy Thanksgiving to all of you guys. I haven't said that yet, and I'll say it again a couple of times before we go. And there's Yadkin Valley Outdoors. Jason Phoenix is in the building. Circle BM, how you doing? And Daniel Atkins says happy Thanksgiving as well. So there you go. I got some interest in the all-wood musclewood. I had 2 guys come up and check it out. One guy last week, another guy this week. And they both said it was too fast. They were not interested in missing digits. They were going to pass. And we only ran it at about half throttle when they were running it. So I don't know. I'm used to it now, so it's better, but I'm not sure what the whole rhyme or reason is. if that had a box wedge on it, I'd keep it in a heartbeat. I can't put a box wedge on it. So it's definitely a conundrum for me because I enjoy the speed of the machine. I really like the speed of the machine. So Prescott Hockey, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Robert Moore, how you doing? Good to see you too. Yeah, Circle, they said it was too fast. Too fast. So I don't know if that's ever a thing that I considered. I know when I got it, it seemed fast, but now that I've had it and I've run it for a while, anything else that I run seems slow. The only thing that I've seen that is anywhere near close to what I'm running is a 24D from Easton made, and I don't see many of those out around. I know Marlon and his crew, they've got one down there, but it's absolutely crucial to have that speed for us. I mean, it makes all the difference in the world. My old one would seem super slow now, and when I got it, it was super fast. So I think the key is going to be Scott from Wise Choice Firewood, like a car too fast or a girl too pretty. I don't care what they say I've done. I ain't never had too much fun. There you go. Awesome. Sherry Miller, how you doing? No, you don't need your hand there. You can just let it fly. There are times that you hold it, but it's it's one of those deals. If we put a county line next to it, Logger Jason, I think, what's a county line? Like a 10-second cycle? I could do 5 cycles to their 1 if I could feed it fast enough. I've had people accuse me of having people staging rounds for me and speeding cameras up and whatever else is going on. But at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, that thing is just fast. And if you're wanting to run it and you know what you're doing, it will move some serious amounts of wood through it. Absolutely crazy what that thing will do. 17 seconds down and back on a county line. So I could do 8 or 9 rounds, be started through my 9th round if it's 17 seconds. It's pretty nice to have that speed there. I know when you switch from the 4-way to the 6-way, if you have the right size wood and you don't have to do any resplits, that 6-way makes firewood so much faster. And then if you think that that's fast, take the 6-way off, put the 8-way on, and run the bigger wood through, and it's just absolutely mind-numbing how fast it is. It's it's crazy. The Broken Old Swede splitter has 2 speeds, tectonic and evolutionary. Well, at least you know you don't have to worry about getting your hands out of the way. You've got plenty of time. So Daniel Atkins wants to know, do any of you get bored editing? I absolutely loathe editing. That's why you haven't seen a long form video this week, because I just have not had time. I've been busy. I've tried to do some reels on Facebook. I think I put a couple of reels on YouTube, but I just have not had time. And there's the man, the myth, the legend himself, Ted Miller. Miller Stumps and Firewood. How you doing, Ted? Oh, Logger Jason, good big news from Timberwolf today. Anything you want to share? Glenn, I have not sold the Musclewood yet. I had 2 people look at it, and they both said it was too fast and backed out. So, it's still for sale. I had another guy reach out today. He's interested in it. He was looking to purchase a new one. When he found out mine was available with no weight, he was interested in that. But a lot of tire kickers. It's an expensive splitter. It's not a splitter that everybody's going to buy or everybody's going to want to buy. So having all of that is good and bad at the same time. If this was an entry-level splitter like a Birch or even a Locust series, it would sell so much quicker because the price point's lower. When you start getting north of $15,000 for a log splitter, it's going to slow people down as far as buying it. Does that mean the splitter's not good? No, it's just when you can buy it now and you can have it, if somebody's really wanting a big splitter like that, that's when they grab them. They'll nab them up in a heartbeat because they know that they don't have to wait the 6, 8, 10, 12 weeks to get one. So it's just one of those deals. Yeah, Icon Valley says it's just money. He's saying that because he's been right out straight. He's got the money right now. It's a different story when you're trying to grow a business and you don't necessarily have that money yet. But we've got some finance options now. I've got a company that does financing, that does really good job getting everybody all the stuff they need. So that's always an option too for somebody that's looking to grow. Speedy, how you doing, buddy? So as of right now, I had somebody ask earlier this week in an email. I am the only Cord King rental in the US right now. The Ohio location sold their machine. They've got some family stuff, and they're really busy right now, so they're not going to be doing rentals. So it's just Maine right now. If anybody is interested in buying a machine, Cord King is looking for other rental locations out there, and they're going to they'll help you as far as networking and getting people in touch with you. So if you're looking for a processor and you want to rent it too, there's definitely an option there. Logger Jason says the 12 and 16 foot conveyor for average firewood producers should be ready mid to end of January. Price range $3,000 to $4,000. We'll know more Monday or Tuesday on the exact price. So sounds like Timberwolf / Brute Force is going into the budget conveyor market, which is a big market for sure because lots of people don't want to spend $12,000 to $20,000 on a big processor style conveyor, and I get that. But on the flip side of that, I've had cheaper conveyors before, and when you really start to try to push them and load them, they don't like them at all. So it's I will always go with heavier duty if I can. Well, Jason, maybe you ought to change your mind and do something different, and then you could compete with Dyna. It's an option. There is also price increases coming through for all Cord King equipment. They've started trickling through already. So the Cord King equipment is going to be going up in price. I'm sure there's going to be other price increases coming from other manufacturers at the first of the year. I'm pretty sure Easton Made had some price increases that came through as well. So if you're in the market to buy something, sooner is better in this instance so that you can avoid some of those price increases. Tom from Tom's Firewood. How you doing, buddy? Good time. Oh, and then there's Craig's Cord to Coals. There was somebody else snuck in here too. Connor McCrae. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. David Briggs, are we all having fun yet? Just getting started. Just getting started. It is Thanksgiving Eve. Yep, Quadman 808 said Easton Made just did theirs on the 17th. So I knew that some of them had gone up. So machines go up. Guys still sell wood for $50 a face cord. It's crazy. Machines and the prices of everything go up. And like you said, nobody's going up on their prices. I went up. I actually had some of the other local guys in the area call, and they all started checking around to see what the price was and what people were charging. And when they figured out what people were charging and what the price was, they all set the price the same so that we're not competing with each other. We're one price, and that keeps all of the good guys kind of in line with each other. So that was really, really cool to have that happen. I thought that was really good of the other producers in our area. Yes, sir, they will. Split Fire will be there. Kyle Hawley, we have been renting our Cord King out here in Michigan, and renters are really liking it. The Cord King machine is a really stout, Really simple machine without a whole lot of fussy electronics and stuff. It's a really nice common sense machine that really makes it easy to operate and run once you get used to it. There's a little bit of operator input that can make a huge difference with that machine timing wise and things like that, but once you've got it figured out, it's a nice machine for sure. Donald Slate, howdy howdy to you, my friend. So it's interesting. It's interesting. Ron Brooks, happy Thanksgiving to you and all the Woodhounds. Happy Thanksgiving to you too, Ron. We're keeping you in our prayers, buddy. Splitfire has a new vertical coming at the first of the year. Gonna be pretty awesome, I believe. Oh, Splitfire's got something new coming. I've heard from Splitfire that they may have some new stuff coming, but that's all I can say. That bar cleaner works good, Donald. I actually used it today because I took a bar off of a saw. So last time we talked about the 562. The 562 is cleaned up and ready to ship. It is going to its new home. Bracken Profizer from Frontier Firewood purchased it, and it's going to be going to live with him. I believe he's sending it out to get it decked and ported right off the bat. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure he is. But we'll see how all of that goes. It'll be interesting to see how it turns out for him. Tucker's last live got 500,000 views. That's awesome. Good for Tucker. Still thinking 1820 with a repeater wedge. Yeah, 1820 with a repeater wedge is kind of hard to beat. It's the same as the LS2429 splitter that they're making. The repeater wedge is hydraulically adjustable, so you can go right down to a small pizza-sized split. You can pick it up, keep increasing, and do larger rectangular splits and get the size you want. It's really interesting. So somebody just asked me what I thought about the 564 fuel-injected saw. What I think is if you want one, you need to get it now, pre-ordered through sawsuppliers.com, and use Willey 10 in the checkout because Mr. Steve, the owner of Saw Suppliers, sent an email out. The Husqvarna 564i is going to be going up over $200. Over $200 next week. So if you do not have one ordered yet, any Husqvarna chainsaw, they're all going up. Any Husqvarna chainsaw, if you are looking at one, order it now. Use Willey 10 at sawsuppliers.com. Prices are going up next week. So, like I said, the 564i is going from $1,099 to $1,229. So, if you're thinking you want one, you need to order it now, because if you don't order it before next week, the price is going up. So, Neighborly Homestead, how you doing? Rob outside the 515 is here. Yep, so again, I just got that email an hour ago. Yeah, $600 chainsaws wasn't that long ago. Right now, you can get a Echo 620 for $675 with my discount through Saw Suppliers. But everything is going up, and like we just talked about a minute ago, firewood prices aren't going up to match it. So it's something that people are going to have to look at for sure. Brandon used all his maple syrup already. Yeah, chainsaws are getting close to 1,000 on the small end for a good commercial saw, and you know that's just I don't think that's right, but I don't see it coming back down anytime soon. If anything, they're only going to get more expensive. You're going to see more electronics, more fuel injected saws. I understand why they're doing it. It takes a lot of the variability and a lot of the tuning out of the whole chainsaw ownership group, but it's just the prices are they're getting out of hand at this point. I look at marketplace. I look for older saws that haven't had a whole lot of use. I'll buy an older saw before I buy a newer saw now, just because I'm cheap. I'll be the first one to admit it. I'm cheap. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Brandon. If you learn to keep the old ones running strong, you don't have to worry about it too much. That's for sure. So Circle B says he bets you'll see finance options from Steel and Husqvarna. You can already find finance options from places like Saw Supplier. They have companies that will help you finance that and push that along. So it's crazy. TRX Outdoors. I am doing well. I am doing well. Scott McCoy, frugal, wise, not cheap. I'm cheap. Frugal and wise, you can put that there if you want, but I'm cheap. I don't like to spend money. If I could get more fruit and nutwood, I think I could sell cords of it. Jason is tapping into the cooking wood market, and he's letting them have it down there. Go get them, Jason. So he's got a lot of that stuff from the tree service, but how long will it hold up? Yeah, they've got loans for saws now, Ken. I don't know how long they go out, but they've got loans for saws now. That's for sure. Ooh, Detroit 6.2 got some brand new tires on a 77 square body. Speaking of brand new tires, I got 2 sets of Michelin takeoffs off a F350 Ford. No miles at all. And paid $425 for 8 tires. That's what I'm talking about. That'll last me a couple of years with those takeoffs. So that's perfect. Oh, Lake Ontario Firewood needs to find some cherry from the sounds. Yeah, the cooking wood up here, we don't get a lot of specific requests for cooking wood. I've got the one restaurant that takes just oak, but it's definitely one of those deals where it's not getting any cheaper. No, Bill, you're 100% right. I won't own a chainsaw that they have to plug in and tell me what's wrong either. And the 562 with what it was, um, I don't know. I couldn't make myself like it. I wanted to, but it was not what it was. I am a firewood guy, Kick 5387, not a farmer. We do firewood and forestry work around here. Jeremiah, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Yep, white oak works well for a pizza oven. Mixed hardwood works well for a pizza oven. Just keep the birch out of it. The birch gives a bitter aftertaste. So if you keep the birch out of it, everything else will work just fine. I don't put locust in it either. But maple, oak, beech, ash, that's all fine. Strictly cherry for a pizza oven sounds funky. Cherry doesn't burn that hot. It's a quick fire, but it's not long lasting and not high BTU value. So that's interesting. Usually cherry is barbecue places up here. Neighborly Homestead sold half a basket of cherry to a guy for his pizza oven. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing the market on the cherry. I got plenty of cherry up here, but I haven't had many people asking for it. Yep, Jason, I'm with you. I understand the cherry, but not for a pizza oven. Seems strange to me. Not enough firewood. I can get you a price on it. If it's not on the website, they've got it. I can get you a price. The new steel has been awesome. I am very, very happy with the new steel. A while back, we took these out. Shindawa 600 SX, same as an Echo 620, just red. And went through them. I've got them both running decent now and taken care of, so we'll have those in some videos coming up. I ran one of them against the Echo 4910, and I think the 4910 was pretty darn close. Pretty darn close. Huh. No, she's in the kitchen, Ted. Not doing it. I may look stupid, but I'm only half as stupid as I look, so we're not doing that. Conor McRae, I'm not sure how they do that with the fuel-injected saws. I'm assuming they have to change the fuel mapping in them, but I'm not 100% sure. I haven't done a whole lot of looking into it either, mostly because I'm not interested in a fuel-injected chainsaw. I just, with what we've had for auto-tune saws and stuff like that, I like my old-school carburetors. I'm actually going to do a video showing how to adjust the carburetor the correct way on a chainsaw. Had a guy bring me a saw today that he just started turning screws, and I mean it wasn't even anywhere near close, and within 3 or 4 minutes, no problem whatsoever. I really like a saw that I can tune myself, but if you don't know what you're doing, grabbing that little screwdriver and turning screws, you can blow a saw up pretty quick, or you can make it run like snot. So knowing and understanding what you're trying to do makes all the difference in the world. So like I said, we'll have a video on how to adjust a carburetor my way. I'm not saying my way is the best way. I'm just saying the way that I do it. I've not blown a saw up ever, so I think I'm okay. Gramp taught me, so I think it's okay. Oh, Kenny, Firewood Adventures. How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Jason says he buys the non-C model steels. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Jeremiah says he lets the computer adjust his. Corn Country Outdoors, yes, sir. Cord King, Typhoon, and Allwood. If you need anything from either of those, any of those 3 manufacturers, we can help you right out. No problem. Turn in, snug it out, a turn and a half, yes and no. So what I do is I take my low screw, and if you turn it clockwise until the idle drops off, turn it back, you'll hear the idle pick back up, turn it back more, and you'll hear the idle drop off again. Once the idle drops off on the back side, turn it ahead just a bit, and then you're good. That'll take care of your throttle response. Then it's the high side. The high side, that high jet only controls the stop, the top speed of the saw. It's not going to do anything else. You over rev that saw, it's going to come apart because lean is mean. If you keep it down where it should be, a tachometer is the safest way to do it, but if you know what your saw is supposed to sound like, you're good. Keep it on. Keep it out of the 4-stroke. So 4-stroke in a saw is bad for it. If you can keep it just so that it's just starting a 4-stroke, you're good. Yep. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yep. So you'll hear some of these guys with Yep, so your idle, when you adjust your low screw, I turn my idle up until the chain's just creeping. And then I'll adjust where I want it, and then I'll turn my idle back down. When I turn my idle back down, it's usually good. Don't have to touch it again, but you got to make sure your saw is warm when you're trying to do it. If you do it with a cold saw, it's never gonna run right again. So you got to make sure that you pay attention to the temperature of your saw and all that stuff. Yeah, the echoes will all 4-stroke a little bit out of the box. The 620, the 4910, the 7310, they all do it. But once you get it into the wood, if you got a big piece of wood, you got a sharp chain, you can set it in the wood and you can really, really tune it. But you can get them pretty good without having them in the wood too. Jason's going to be cheering Britt on to adjust the 7310 when he gets it. You can help him out a little too, Jason. It'll be all right. You guys can have a learning experience together. There's no need to poke fun, although he did poke fun at you about splitting that piece of wood at Hope and told you to throw your purse at it. So make sure you make a video, if nothing else. Be nice to get the 7310 here before somebody blows it up, but we'll see what happens, I guess. Oh no, Logger Jason got snow and he said he's sending it our way. I don't want snow for like 2 more weeks. 2 more weeks. I got to finish getting moved and get out of here. Then it can snow, but 2 more weeks, please. 2 more weeks. I got to wait. After about 15 tanks of gas through the 620p, I adjusted on it. So I took the limiter caps off the 620. I took the limiter caps off the 7310 because neither one of them had enough adjustment to get it running where I wanted it. And again, it's all by my ear, and it's different. So I don't know. I understand why they put the limiter caps on there, but it's not my cup of tea. They do it for safety and ease of tuning, they say, but most of the time those caps don't allow it. Start your days off in the morning. It's not December yet, not enough firewood, but I will call you. I will call you for sure. I'm 3 on the list, so I'll get to run it. There you go. That's right. What caps? Yeah, I know, Bill. I know. We've made it well. It's Thanksgiving. To have gone this far and only gotten a little slushy inch of snow. That's pretty good for this time of year. Normally we've had snow before now, so it's every day's borrowed time at this point. It's getting frosty. It's been wet. It's a bunch of weird weather, really. It's been rainy and wet and damp and foggy, and then it'll cool off. Next week they're saying teens at night, 20s during the day. I don't know. I've seen Tim posting on Facebook, but that's about all I've seen out of Tim. I don't know. I'm going to have to message him, see what happened, where he's gone to. Yeah, it's going to be cold, Jason, but that's Gramps' favorite weather. When it gets cold like that, that's when he wants to go. It's chilled off. He'll cut 2 or 3 times a day now. He'll cut, go home, resharpen the saws, get everything ready, and then he'll go back at it again. So, no, not Amish here. I wish. Amish have it figured out. I'm just trying to get by. Oh, some of these bots are great. I should invite them to Thanksgiving. We could sit next to each other and talk. So for those of you guys that are in here and didn't hear earlier, the 564i from Husqvarna is going up about $200. So if you're in the market for a Husqvarna 564i, you have until the middle of next week, and I'm not sure what the day is, so sooner is better than later in this case. to get your order put in at sawsuppliers.com, Willey10 in the coupon, and that'll lock in your discounted price. Excuse me. The other Husqvarna saws are going to go up as well. So price increases coming from Husqvarna. Price increases coming from Cord King. If you do not get your Cord King price locked in, it's going up. Easton Made on the 17th went up on prices on their stuff. It's that time of year. Prices are going to be going back out. And when they get done, it's going back to different pricing. I wonder if the Amish could own a Typhoon firewood processor. They don't have tires. It runs on a PTO. Maybe. Maybe. Who will be the first YouTuber to get a 564? I don't know. As much as I'd like to say it's going to be a game changer, I don't see it. I don't see it. Frontier Firewood. I was talking about the 564 headed, not 564. We were just talking about the 564. The 562 headed to you. It has a box partner. So they're going out Friday morning. That's why you don't have tracking yet. But the box partner is going to be this right here. 600 SX. Going to be sharing some box space. We're going to send one of those out. I did see that Buck and Billy Ray got to run it. I did see that. And from what I saw in the videos, I don't know. Sign your name on the top of the 562 or of my saw. I'll sign my name on the top of both of them. Yeah, the 562. Okay, I'll get a permanent marker somewhere. I'll find one. But I'm sticking one of those in the box. I've got two of them, so I'm sticking one in the box. We're going to deck import one. We'll keep one stock. We'll see which one runs better. We'll go from there. So, like I said, we got our 4910 from Derek. I'm going to run our 4910, his 4910. We'll run the fuel out of his. I'll spray it back off and get that shipped out to him. So that he can have that back. Thank you so much to Derek for getting Grandpa a little 4910 all worked up. He's going to be excited to run that for sure. And it'll be fun. Alan's bringing a saw down to Hickory for everyone to sign too. So he's going, yeah, they're going down to Wood for Warriors. I saw he had his splitter and conveyor loaded up. So the Wood for Warriors event, I believe, is the first week in December. It'll be a good, didn't say you wanted it permanently. I'm going to put it on there permanently. Sign on the 7310 as well. They'll last as long as you don't hit them with brake clean. They'll last. They work pretty good. They stay on there decent. But yeah, it's interesting. So we're going to do a sharpening video with Gramp. We're going to have a reel series on Facebook and YouTube of how to sharpen Gramp's way. Not the right way, not the wrong way. It's the way Gramp sharpens. And I've had so many people say that, you know, we've got to be using a grinder for the saws to cut like that, for the size saws that we run. He has everything sharpened the way that he likes it, but he's also pushing on the saw pretty hard too. He's not just letting the saw work, he's working the saw. And that's one of the things. If you take the rakers down too much, they bite too hard and it'll stall the clutch on them. It's hard. But I also did talk to Gramp too. We've talked about it for a long time about getting him on alive. I think we're going to be able to do it. I'm not sure when just yet, but we're gonna get him on alive. We'll see if we can answer some questions. See what he thinks about some of this stuff. He doesn't know anything about YouTube. He doesn't watch it. He doesn't see any of it. It's just, it's one of those deals. Conveyor rebuild. So, Scott McCoyne has a great question. So, I told you guys that I was going through the conveyor. I ordered a brand new rough top belt. I ordered 7 gravity rollers that go underneath the belt on the way back. I've got new bearings coming. I've got a new tail roller coming and a bunch of welding. And we'll get that put together. And like I said, we'll bring you guys along for that and for the new roadside rack rebuild as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how all of it goes together. The new homeowners that are buying our home drove by today and we're all excited. Oh, we can't wait to move in. I thought, boy, I could wait a couple more weeks for you to move in, but you know, with holidays and being busy like this, it does not leave time for moving, especially when it's dark at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, but we'll do what we got to do. It's interesting. I was complaining to Kevin. I was tired. I did 5.5 chords yesterday. We did another 1.5 chords today. Did 5 chord the day before that and 3 chord the day before that. So since Sunday, we've done like 14.5, 15 chords, something like that. And I've got more to do Friday. So, no, the price isn't going up, Robert. So when I have something that I sell to somebody, unless I tell you that it has quirks and issues, I don't like selling something to somebody that has problems. It's definitely, that's a pet peeve of mine. If you're buying something and it has issues, I want somebody to tell me what the issues are up front. And I'm okay with doing a little bit of work myself, but don't tell me it's fine and then have me get home and have it fall apart, because I will not be happy. Jason ran 8 to 9 tanks through the 261 today, cutting firewood. Angry little saw. Good luck, Ken. I know I've been moving for a few weeks now, and it's... I got the big part done. The big part was the garage. So with the garage being done, we're good. The rest of it's easier, I guess. I wouldn't call it easy, but it's easier. I don't know. I know that when I can finally be moved and we're not doing all the extra running around and everything else, it's going to be really nice to sit back and just take a breath for a minute, because in February, we're going to start right back up with, start right back up with shows. So I have a show February, March, May, June, July, August, September, October. There's like 8 or 9 shows we're going to, maybe 10. It's definitely going to be busy. And I won't be home a whole lot. We've still got a firewood business to run in the meantime. It's, if there was only more of me. Show in February, Daniel Atkins, that is the Eugene Loggers Conference in Oregon. And we are debuting some special stuff out in Oregon that Daniel and his crew will get to put their hands on before anybody else does. That's pretty cool. See, Daniel knows. So I'm looking forward to Oregon. I haven't met any of the West Coast friends, and I'm really looking forward to meeting some of the crew out there for sure. Scott wanted to know how the foundation's holding up in the new woodyard with all the weather we've had. It's soggy. It's very soggy. I'm hoping for some cold weather to freeze it up. We're going to have to do some drainage and some ditching work in the spring for sure. I'm hoping we don't get too much more wet weather before things freeze up. I'm starting to develop some puddles. The ground's settling and it's getting a little squishy. My road going in needs some culverts. We've definitely found our issue spots for sure. So I'll show you guys that in the next video too, because it'll be easier to see. Whew, 10 hours from Idaho. Yikes. Have a good night, Bracken. Appreciate you, buddy. Yeah. Hodie's getting ponds on his gravel too. If the ground would freeze, it would be okay, but the problem we've had the last few years is it freezes and thaws, freezes and thaws, freezes and thaws, and then you make mud, and mud's no fun. So it would be really, really nice to just let it freeze and stay frozen. Frozen wood splits a whole lot nicer too. I love splitting firewood in the winter when it's like 10, 15 degrees below zero. That wood splits so nice, especially if it's been cold for a couple of weeks and it's been sitting there blocked into rounds. Works so nice. So, so nice. Yep, ground is supposed to freeze, BGW. Ground is supposed to freeze. Yeah, if you can get it frozen and get tracking across it, that'll drive the frost down in the ground. And if you're using roads regular and stuff like that, you're good. But if it doesn't stay frozen, it's a bunch of junk, that's for sure. That's what's happened here the last few years too, Tim, is we got snow before it had a chance to freeze. Does your pinky like splitting frozen wood? My pinky does not like splitting frozen wood. Ice is what took this pinky. So Ken knows that, but I had a block that had wood ice on both ends, and I put it in. When it came under pressure, it slapped up out of the splitter. I went to block my face and it slapped my hand off the wedge with the block of wood. So it was just like that and done. Um, definitely not fun. Not fun at all. Yeah, driving all those distances. I know last summer the amount of driving I did with my truck. I was done with driving. I took the last trip to Virginia to go see Ryan and his family and had a great time down there, but man, that's a long ride. And honestly, with the year that I've had, the amount of miles that we've put on, it's been a crazy, crazy year. Very blessed and fortunate to have the opportunities that I have and to be able to do what I've done. But I was ready for a break from the driving for sure. Driving for deliveries, short distance here and there, that's not too bad. I can handle that no problem. But driving across the country, especially by yourself, places you don't know, you're usually driving at night. It's no fun. Absolutely no fun. The only thing that hurts when it's cold is my nub, Jason. Everything else I'm okay, but my nub gets so cold, there's no circulation in it. It gets cold, cold, cold. Russ, I got a solution for you guys coming shortly, but you will have to see Josh and Janice to get it. I know where they live, Jason. I don't know what the solution is, but I know where they live. I can take care of it. Yeah, those lake effect snows that you guys get out there, Tim, you guys can keep that. I plow snow for a living in the wintertime. I would not want to live out where you guys are because I wouldn't want to deal with it. That's crazy. The snow coming off the lakes is no fun. No fun at all. It's great to go snowmobiling in and things like that, but not to have to deal with. They will be getting a big box in the mail in a few weeks. Ah, cool. I was reading that and a text message at the same time. Just sold another quart of firewood. So let's add that to the week's tally maybe. We'll see. I'm not doing any firewood tomorrow. I take that back. Grandpa already signed me up for Thursday morning calisthenics. Compliments of the 4910 that Derek made. So I got to go throw one load on at least anyway. I think 2 more loads and we'll have that whole yard that we've been working in cleaned up. It was a land clearing job from a guy 4 or 5 miles down the road from the new house. So be nice to get it done. I was hoping to sleep in on Thanksgiving, but guess not. Guess I'll have to go get stuff done instead. 50-mile-an-hour winds. Ooh, boy. Yeah, I'll be working in the morning and then I'll go have food with friends and family, but I could use a day of sleeping in. I don't know. I've been going, I don't know how many days it is straight, up early, to bed late. Phew. Did you get the delivery already of cut rounds? So I deliver the cut rounds to myself. We're cutting them at the place where they cleared the land. So Gramps over there blocking it. I'm throwing it up out of a hole into the trailer and just make it go. Make it go. I'm going to need my four-wheel drive fixed. So we went to Robert's house. When I came into the yard, the ground was frozen. The sun came up when I went to go out of the yard. The ground was not frozen anymore. We had to rig a winch to the front of my truck, tie it to a tree, and then to a telephone pole, and pull me up out across his lawn because I could not get enough traction. Even with four-wheel drive, I don't know if I could have done it, but I couldn't get enough traction to get back off his lawn after it started to thaw out. So I'll have to think on that one, Robert. I've got plenty of wood here. I don't know. I've got to move too. Hey, have a good night, Scott and Ann. Appreciate you guys. Have a great Thanksgiving. Tell Killian he doesn't have to sleep in a tent if he's going to come work with me this summer. He can just come up. We'll make him a bed in the big house. Hurricanes are bad in Nebraska. We usually get some hurricanes here, but not terrible. Not for a while anyway. Connor says, "What's up with the four-wheel drive?" Well, in May, I came back from the International Firewood Expo and I had a terrible vibration. Couldn't figure out what it was. We ended up finding out what it was eventually, and but in the meantime, it's we pulled the four-wheel drive shaft out to see if we could isolate rear end or front end for the vibration because we couldn't really tell. It's definitely forgot. So we pulled the drive shaft out and we found out it was definitely in the rear of the truck. Ended up having a rim that was coming unwelded, a steel rim. And the drive shaft on a Toyota Tundra, if you've never played with one before, the front drive shaft is spring loaded. It's not fun at all. And I haven't put it back in yet. I need to because four-wheel drive season is here. But as Jason just alluded, the ADHD struggle is real. I just go from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. It's just go, 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 go. Not enough firewood, I can do that. Text me, call me, remind me. I don't know. Yeah, no, doesn't take much mud at all to stop you with a loaded trailer. And it wasn't even mud, it was just the ground got soft. So, yeah. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I got to get the drive shaft back in. The drive shaft is out, and until that's back in, I don't know how much ground I can get into and out of. Today was a little sketchy. We delivered some firewood to a veteran. We did our first cord out of Gramps Woodshed. Provided some firewood to a veteran, and their driveway was muddy. Muddy, muddy, muddy. I took a real good run and start off the hot top, hit the driveway, and went. And once we got that done, no problem. 2 thumbs up, got him dumped off. He was happy, we were happy, and off we went. Hilux is a great pickup. I've been looking at the Hilux dump trucks that they have over in Europe and stuff, and man, oh man, would I love to have one of those over here. That would be so fun. So fun. Jason says he needs 40 people and 12 splitters, then he could catch up. If you're selling that much wood, brother, you need a processor, not a splitter. You need to start buying in poles. Leave that big tree service wood for somebody else. Ken asked back here, Do you know when the Cord King price change is? The Cord King price change is coming within the next month. It's before year end. The price will be going up. So if somebody wants a Cord King machine, now is the time to get it because prices are going up. They've gone up on some machines already. Just the market's unstable. Prices just keep coming up, and it just doesn't work. Daniel says he's a sucker for tree service wood. I hate tree service wood. I got those 2 loads of tree service wood delivered, and Gramp said the same thing I did. Boy, this stuff's awful. It's just not the same. When we buy in processor grade poles and it's nice and straight and there's no giant nasty pieces, it makes firewood so much faster. We get spoiled. We've been cutting the dry maple out of that land clearing job down the road, and it's oh, it's just, you're tripping over roots, you're tripping over sticks, you're tripping over ends, you're tripping over rocks. It's just everything's in the way, and no fun at all. Woo! 200 a cord for logs is crazy. Dan's House of Smoke. I thought 175 was bad up here. At 200 I'd stop. At 200 I couldn't do it anymore. 175 is really pushing it. We've changed our market so that we can make it work, but if it goes up much more, there's no way. We can't absorb it, and the prices are going to have to go up in order for us to keep making money. At the end of the day, I'm not a charity. I don't like to work for free, and the split force vertical splitter, I like the split force vertical splitter, but for me, where I'm taller, I feel like the table is just a little bit low. And when you run the foot pedal, my lower leg must be longer. I bang my knee off the table quite a bit with the split force. If the pedal was down 2 inches more and would still actuate, I would be fine with it. It's really nice to be able to drive a splitter around the wood yard and bring it to the wood rather than bringing the wood to the splitter. So the split force, you know, having the conveyor, being self-contained, being able to roll it around the yard, that's really, really, really nice. I do enjoy that part of it. I think that if more people made self-propelled splitters, either horizontal or vertical, there's a bigger market for that than what I think manufacturers realize. I know there's a cost associated with it. I know it's not the easiest thing to make, but I think that the market would really justify being able to do something like that. Yep, see, Ken says he's not too tall, and he thinks Split Force is too short, too. Tim is tall like I am, so he says the guys from Split Force are short. They are. They're Frenchmen. They're from Canada. But it's, if it was probably 4 to 6 inches taller, would be really, really nice. Really nice. But that's my thoughts on it. I've only run one maybe an hour. I love the concept. I think the concept is fantastic. But for me and the height that I'm at and the height I like to work at, I'd like to see it taller myself. See, Jason brings the tree service wood in, and the bad tree service wood goes into the valley. I see. So the good tree service wood, he works. Yep, the twin split model is nice. You got a couple of guys, they're both working. Conveyors in the center. It's really, really nice. Jason still has his 1165 split fire on a shipping pallet, and that's where he says he likes it. Yep, Phil thought it was short. I ran it when it was at Phil and Karen's, and that was the first thing I said, was that it just feels short. I'm not terribly tall. I'm 6'2", but I'm tall enough that I don't want to be bent over all day while I'm trying to do firewood. But again, I think that a self-propelled splitter, I think there's a really niche market that could be captured with some self-propelled horizontal and vertical splitters that were more performance oriented. You know, something like the all-wood birch or the Axis. or the 17 VS, something taller and a little bit bigger, self-propelled, that you can drive around the yard with an integrated conveyor. That's where it's at. To be able to go to the wood instead of bringing the wood to the splitter is really nice if you've got a big yard, because if you've got a big yard, you could drop a load of wood over here, another one over here, another one down here, and you could just drive to the locations rather than have to go back and forth. Maybe Split Force will make a 38-inch mud terrain version. Make some blocks or some stands for it. Pick it up for different heights. Yep, the Split Force. Split Force is out of Canada. Split Fire is out of Canada as well. Two different companies. Sort of the same, but different splitters. There's lots of companies out there that make machines, and there's more and more popping up all the time. I saw a vertical splitter, a yellow one. I can't remember the name of it. I'm going to have to go back and look. But it looked like an all-wood birch from 2 years ago. And the company sold some, but then stopped making them, I guess. But it looked like a really nice machine from what I could see. So, now that we're at the end of it, what's everybody's favorite food for Thanksgiving? For me, I like the stuffing or the dressing, whichever you want to call it, that's from the bird itself. None of this stuff made off to the side, the stuff that was in the bird. That's what I like. What's your favorite Thanksgiving food, or what do you look forward to at Thanksgiving? Oh, Brandon likes the desserts. Connor wants the beer. Favorite food? Yes, says Craig. Ham for Ken. Connor's back with beer for round 2. Sweet potato casserole is a pretty close second, Scott. Pretty close second for sure. Dan's house is smoking outdoors. Him and his sister having steaks. There you go. In-bird stuffing, absolutely. And Jason wants the turkey. Sherry says all of it. Ted says mashed taters. Glazed beets. Candied carrots are pretty good too. I haven't had those in a while. Can you feather the pedal on the all-wood birch vertical with it being electric over hydraulic? That I don't know, Tim. I'm not sure. I didn't run it. I'm not sure. Mashed potatoes and great deviled eggs. I forgot about deviled eggs. Jason's bringing a bagged lunch to the woods. So Julian Fournier says, I spoke with the owner of Timber Devil, which is a partner of Split Force, and they can make custom heights for the table. He's in Quebec, Canada, so they can make a taller table for the Split Force. If that's the case, I would be all for something like that. I just don't want to be bent over, that's for sure. My back is not getting any younger. I do not want to bend over if I don't have to. Yeah, I never even gave it a thought, Tim. Until you said that, I don't believe so with it being electric over hydraulic. But that's my problem too, Jason. Jason says he's all about the deviled eggs. He can power a train after eating them. Well, there you go. Have a good night, Dan. Appreciate you stopping by. Happy Thanksgiving, brother. Deviled eggs are eggs, and you hard boil them. You take the yolks out of the middle, and the yolks get mixed with mayonnaise, mustard, paprika. Some people put a little relish in there too. It's they're good, and then you put that filling back into the center of the egg after it's been cut in half, and boy, they're tasty. They are very tasty. 7-course meal, 6-pack, and a turkey sandwich. That sounds fantastic. Happy Thanksgiving to you too, Julian. Appreciate you, brother. Rocket fuel. Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what it is. Yeah, so good. So good. Meat and taters and apple pie for Tim. There you go. Well, I appreciate you guys all stopping by. I'm gonna go cut with Gramp in the morning, and then I'll have a late lunch. We'll get some saws packed up on Friday, sent to Arizona. Bracken's the new owner of the 562 XPG. And I've got a new saw coming to replace that already. It's a new old saw. Not new, but new old. And we're gonna work through it. We've got 26 chainsaws between Gramp and I. We don't need any more chainsaws. We've got enough. But we do have a lot of things going to be changing in the wood yard. Can't wait to show you guys as we go through the winter and spring. And happy Thanksgiving to each one of you guys. I am thankful and blessed to know all of you. There are many of you that show up in this chat that I would consider friends or family even at that. So I appreciate all you guys. And we will see you all on the next one, which will be Sunday night. And we'll see how Turkey Day went. We'll see who burnt their turkey. And we'll see who didn't have lumps in their mashed potatoes and all that stuff. But we'll see you. Remember, guys, a little bit every day goes a long way. Help someone if you can. I appreciate you all. Happy Thanksgiving.